Good evening, individuals. Appreciate you for being here. Honestly, man, you could have been anywhere else in the world, but you said, "Hey, man, an ugly dude is at it again." Excuse me, and I definitely appreciate it. Uh, as you enter the room, man, please by all means hit that subscribe button. New to the channel, man, please by all means hit that notification bell. I am Chris One Radio Group, broadcasting live Todd Smith Studios. Got some good news today. They're actually going to accept my book. So book number two is in the works. I'm not going to do like I did last time and blurt out when the book is going to be done. I'll let you guys know in within 2 months or so where we're at with the book. But child support don't dues has been accepted, and I'm going to be author for the second time in the coming months. So appreciate you guys once again for being here. I want to talk about something tonight. I want to talk about doubt. And I want to talk about doubt because doubt is something that can turn something completely sideways. After all, we use doubt in our legal system. We do. We use doubt in our legal system. As a matter of fact, people, when you are found guilty, that means there's a reason without a reason of doubt. There is no doubt. One speculation of doubt, you walk free. But if all nine jurors come back with, you know, the fact that they have been, um, right, they are convinced that you indeed did the crime, then you will not be going home. So I want to talk about, I want to talk about doubt. And I want to talk about doubt because what, me personally, I can honestly say, me, that I do not, and I mean I do not, give anyone doubt. So let's start it off like this. People, my family, my child, my child's mother, my mom, my brothers, everybody knows how I feel. There's no speculation. There is no guessing. Everybody knows how I feel. And I did a one on one with an individual today, and it kind of broke my heart because the dude was sounding so much like me. And that is, people, they play on your honesty. They play on the fact. There's a scene in the movie, A Few Good Men, when Tom Hanks realized that Colonel Joseph Jacobs wanted to, he was so cocky and beyond himself, he wanted to tell everybody that he ordered a code red. So Tom Cruise, the attorney, had the pleasure of setting the stage so he can incriminate himself. So I need y'all to follow me. Because I'm talking about doubt. It works in our legal system. Why doesn't doubt work in, for personal use? So I want to talk about reason of doubt. So, as I was saying, I had a one-on-one with an individual today, one of the individuals, and I got to listen to an individual that did as I do with, like, as I stated, my family and everybody that ever dealt with me in my life. Everybody knows how I feel. But what if I said, I don't know how everybody feel. People use seclusion and people use silence as a tool of manipulation. And if they don't use it as a tool of manipulation, they use it as a way of not being held accountable for anything. So let me break it down to you like this. I have a lot of people in my family that has animosity towards me, and for that, those same said individuals never told me how my words made them feel, so I never knew. You only find out when they start treating you like trash. Then you start to come to the understanding that there's a disagreement and your words, they disagree with you. And people are, I can tell you this: when you are dealing with someone, uh, incorporate a little bit more discretion. Transparency yields you nothing but animosity. Yeah. Um. So doubt. If I tell you, if I tell you, uh, what's a good example? Okay. Okay. I've done this before. I grab this book and I read to you what Sister Ali says in this book. Right? And it says, and I quote, the black man and the black woman in America have a problem. They don't get along. Before the black man can devise a solution, he must first know the components of the problem. The first factor is the black woman is out of control. Now, let's just say I read this to um, my secretary, a black woman, and she reads the book. I mean, she listens to me read this, and then she says, yeah, I understand that. I agree with that. But then 2 weeks later, I'm on here and I'm reading this, and then as I'm talking, she said, I disagree with that. And I'm like, well, I'm streaming and blah blah. And then she just goes into a tantrum. Something happened when I said it 2 weeks ago and when I'm saying it today, and now there's a problem. But before I read that, it was no problem. So now I'm feeling like, well, when I read it before, I'm saying it now if there's a problem. So when you find yourself when you find yourself in a situation like that, now you don't know what that person is thinking. You have no idea what's really on that person's mind. And the reason why you don't know what that person is thinking and you don't know what's on that person's mind is because now that person gave you doubt. When 2 weeks ago, it was fine. I realized when I was talking to this individual today, I was actually analyzing myself. And I realized that if a person says to me, you're a bum, let's just say a person said to me, you're a bum. My life my life in itself will put that statement in doubt. I'm not a bum. But a person will say that to me, and if I ask someone else, they would say, no, right? But that person says I'm a bum. So when if I get committed of a crime and nine people said we went to his place of business, we went to his house for the mere fact that he has a place of business and he has a house, how do you call him a bum? And those 9 people will say that in fact, no, he's not a bum. I give people a clear understanding of what's on my mind. I'm listening to an individual this morning sound like me somewhat, or early this afternoon, and sound like me, and I'm now on the outside looking in. I'm on the outside listening in. Outside listening in. Get it? Outside. I'm on the outside listening in, and I'm saying to myself, and now a, I'm doing a, I'm doing a audit of when I said something to somebody, then they came back sometime later with a new and improved perspective. People, I just said earlier, um, use a little bit more discretion, transparency. Unless you get it in return, don't yield it. Um, people, um, life, as I'm realizing, it's not as simple as I thought it was. I'm realizing, and I'm getting lessons on the daily. I'm realizing that what does it matter? You know, what does it matter to what does it matter? Why the transparency? It hasn't worked for me for 52 years. Why continue it and listen to somebody? I think the guy that the kid that I was talking to today, he was 27. I believe he said he was 27. Um, Yeah, yeah. He's 27, and I'm listening to him. Like I said, I'm on the outside listening in, and I had to tell him, dude. I speak about this all the time, and I said, you sound like you got a lot of morals, and you got to understand you will always be a victim of your morals. I found myself saying that today, but hmm, just get, as I'm thinking, stuff is coming in. So if I could say anything to you guys, um, try a little bit more discretion. Try a little bit more discretion. Transparency, I think, is getting played out. I think it's getting played out. Yeah, I'm saying that, and I'm laughing really, not at something else, but I'm laughing at myself. Um, honestly, it really is something else to listen to somebody talk and uh, ended up hiring me for services too. Um, you know, I got to find out what county is Newark, Delaware. Should I ask them? But um, honestly, I keep thinking about "Try Some Tenderness" by Al Jarreau. I think Elton John. Think, did Elton John make that song at first? Yeah. But that's what it gets down to. So, hey, listen, y'all. I'm going. I'm about to go home. I got to stop and grab me a bite to eat. But listen, man, you guys, I'll drop it on you guys on a weekend, man. You guys be good. Later.